What's going on, guys? Eternal Wind back with another Ghost of Tsushima video, and today we are going to say fuck you to Immunity Week. Now, I posted a community post asking if you guys would like for me to make a build specifically for Immunity Week because it's easily the worst weekly modifier that we have, and you guys wanted to see another assassin build, one specifically for Immunity Week, so that's what I bring for you today. I wanted to get this build out as fast as possible um, since we are at the beginning of this weekly modifiers immunity week. So, with that being the case, there's one thing that I'm using on my current assassin charm, and that's because this assassin charm is the charm for my full assassination build. And there is one particular thing that I would change for it, but I'm not going to because I'm probably not going to play the assassin very much this week. But with that being said, as far as the gear is concerned, as you see, my assassin charm has hysteria. It's going to do you absolutely no good during this week. I would swap hysteria with combat regeneration. So with that aside, let's go ahead and get into the build specifically made for Immunity Week. Now, starting off, we have Moon Katana with yet again another perk that I would change to quite possibly Intimidating Counter. If you really wanted to change Poison Blade off of the Moon Katana, since it's going to do you no good for Immunity Week. But, yeah, forgot that was on there too. So, yeah, that's not going to do you any good for Immunity Week. But I'm not changing this. However, the other perks are still going to be phenomenal, which is going to be a maxed out version of melee and Oni damage, and then Moon Master if you're using a Moon Katana. That's a duh. But you could change Poison Blade if you really wanted to. Intimidating Counter or another stance is about the only thing that I can advise on changing Poison Blade to if you really wanted to. This again is just pretty much my go-to katana for the assassin, so I'm not going to change anything here. Moon Master is more than enough. I don't really have to worry about the second perk here for this week. But here's where we switch things up. So I wanted to go ahead and throw Forbidden Medicine on there. And I did change status effect damage for melee stagger damage. With having 2 stacks of Oni damage and 1 stack of melee stagger damage, you're actually going to strip Oni really fast, which is really nice. The only reason I changed it from status effect damage, again, Immunity Week, and while Flash and Black Powder Bombs are going to do absolutely nothing for you, the one thing that the Flash Bombs will do, pretty sure the Black Powder Bombs will do it too, but the one thing the flash bombs are going to do for you in this build is even though it's not going to blind them, it will slightly stagger them. So if they're about to attack, it will stop that attack. It's going to stack. It's going to stop any attack in the radius, and we have a shitload of radius. So it'll be a nice way to just quickly incapacitate attacks that are coming in hot with both your concussion and your flash bombs. Now, your concussion bombs are going to be another great way to heal through the Forbidden Medicine, and blast radius is just going to allow us to have a wider range of that heal, a wider radius of that heal when it does go off through the concussion bombs. And then again, like I said, for the assassin charm, um, I am using stealth attack damage, only damage, chain vanish, and hysteria, but I would change hysteria if you're going to run something like this to combat regeneration. There's not really much else perk-wise that is worth getting, but combat regeneration is underrated as fuck on the assassin. And then Magma Bomb. Again, since this is Immunity Week, the only things you're going to be able to do are melee, ranged, and stealth attack damage, pretty much, right? So we're opting in for as much stealth attack damage that we can get without having a blowgun and maximizing our chances to get those assassinations through Magma Bomb. And what we have on here is cooldown on kill, obviously. That's going to work really well with one of our perks that we had to replace for Deadly Nightshade. But then blast radius. So you've got 50% blast radius and then increased radius. So that's 100% increased radius that you're going to have on these bombs. That means resolve. You're going to get a lot of resolve with this build. Even though the flash bombs don't stagger enemies or blind them, Even though they slightly stun them and stop them from attacking, the one thing they're still going to be able to do during immunity week is build resolve. So being able to hit more enemies means you're going to be able to build more resolve. And you're going to be able to do that through your concussion bombs, your flash bombs, and your magma bomb. Having Lucky on there is just going to give you an extra chance to get it back quicker than your cooldown on kill will, to be able to just rinse and repeat and try to ultimate as much as possible. Because stealth attack does increase the ultimate damage on the assassin, we have 2 stacks for 50% total through the assassin charm and the smoke bomb, with cooldown on kill, lucky and munitions to get back your bombs as much as possible, to keep those heals and resolve gains coming. Now, as for techniques, pains me. But pretty much any badass assassin build is going to run Toxic Vanish these days with Deadly Nightshade, but we can't do that for this week. The devs, this is the fuck you week from the devs to all of us ghosts, because who wants this? Anyway, this is a perfect opportunity to utilize Refreshing Vanish. I really, really like this class ability, but unfortunately I don't use it very much because of Deadly Nightshade, making poison actually work. But it's going to work great for this build. And Rock and Chain Vanish is going to allow us to use it twice. So as long as you're not missing any zones or anything when you're playing survival, if you're playing survival, you're going to be able to, through 2 assassinations, heal you and your allies for 100% of your HP, with it healing half of your fucking health. Really, really good. So we're picking up our legendary perk here to equip both the Magma Bomb and Forbidden Medicine, and since we cannot use Deadly Nightshade during Immunity Week, we are running Deft Hands. Because we're also running a lot of stealth attack damage on this build, this is going to pair nicely with Magma Bomb's cooldown on kill, and the cooldown on kill on our Smoke Bomb to get as many assassinations as possible, to also bring back the cooldown on all those ghost weapons, as well as our Refreshing Vanish. And then because we are not using Poison Blade to inflict multiple, or to have multiple chances to inflict that status effect on our ultimate, we're not getting Shadow Storm, we're getting overshadowed. So this way we can deal as much damage as we possibly can with our ultimate, on top of our assassinations and our melee damage through Moonmaster Cancel. This is going to be, I think, for me, one of the best ways to use the assassin during Immunity Week. So, with that being the case, let me go ahead and show off the build. Keep in mind, Poison Blade and Hysteria is going to do nothing for you this week.
One of my favorites. Blood in
Now I'll go ahead and show you just how many people we can hit with these bombs, and how much resolve we can get to be able to spam that ultimate. I really like to... Oh, it was there, and then it wasn't. Nice. Nice.
You lost a powerful ally to the ghost.
Can't believe. Look at his health. Are you kidding me? So we'll just go ahead and throw that out. Look at that resolve gain. Now they're all grouped up. Nice radius on the heals. Kind of going overkill on the bombs. Look at that damage. Look at that damage.
As their allies fell.
And then fuck this guy. I'm gonna hit him twice. And then just slap him with a katana. Can I go in here and get a kill? Yes, I can. That would have been good for intimidating counter, but no big deal. Look at this. Look at this. This is going to allow you to play this damn character during Immunity Week. Fuck this guy over here. Go ahead and pop this. Hey, I can't kill him. Now I can. Get that heal again. Look at all these guys over here. I think it's a waste to hit him 3 times with that and take out that fucker. Get those cooldowns back. I didn't really click on him. That sucks. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. That got real sketchy real quick. However,
Oni
we
was
recovered.
no match for the ghosts.
I don't even want to use mine. Nice. That was sick. Alright guys, we are kicking a lot of ass right now. This is working really, really well. I'm not capping these, I'm just showing off the build. I really wanted to get this build out, like I said, as fast as possible with Immunity Week being active. And if you've been following my builds and my channel, maybe you'll have some of this gear already ready to go. Maybe not, but alright, fuck that archer. Oh, one shot the archer. Nice, 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 nice. Alright, so we'll kind of let him get grouped up a little bit. That's good enough. Very nice. Okay.
Into the shadows.
Do this. Now we got our smoke bomb back.
Perfect kill.
We'll go ahead and drop that. Don't need that for anything other than resolve. I love how he can still see and shoot and all that jazz.
Io lost a powerful ally to the ghosts.
Yeah, this is working really well. Alright, let's get this guy because he's coming. I hit him one time. This will also keep him from teleporting. While Moonmaster Cancel is going to strip the shit out of him. I just did that just for the hell of it. But alright. That is going to be an example of the build. And if you see there, if you're fast enough, you can throw ghost weapons right after you vanish and not come out of vanish. And Moonmaster Cancel. But I've covered that in other videos, so yeah. What do you guys think? That's going to be an example of the build. And I think a damn good example at that. I think that actually works quite well. I may actually end up playing this after all this week. But alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to smash that like button and subscribe to stay up to date on all of my content. I appreciate you coming out, and I'll catch you on the next one. Doses!